Hello, my fellow investors, and welcome back to another video. Guys, a few weeks ago, I asked on a poll here on YouTube, what kind of content would you guys like to see most? And well, the fundamental analysis is definitely like the one that everybody likes to see the most. However, I believe second or third is actually that of dividends and options. Now, when it comes to options, I don't know if I'll get back into it, guys. I really don't. However, I will stick with dividends 100%. And I even said a few days ago, if I'm not mistaken, that I will probably start making, after I bought the car, I will probably start making more dividend content, maybe even twice a month, right? Because normally right now I just do it one for the month just to cover what happened in the month. However, I might do a lot more because, as I said, I'm planning to do a lot more when it comes to dividends. And this is the reason why I'm going to bring you guys a dividend video today, because not only are we halfway through the biggest month when it comes to dividends, I also made a pretty good purchase just a few days ago, last week actually, that increased my dividends a decent amount. So I would just like to share with you guys that. And on top of that, I also would like to show everybody the calendar that I made that shows all the upcoming ex-dividend dates and even the payout dates. So I would like to share all of that with you guys today, and even all the dividends that we have generated so far in the portfolio up until this date, which the reason why I'm saying that is because we had the biggest one pop in just a few days ago. So that's mainly the reason why. And again, if you guys enjoy this type of content, the dividend content, the fundamental analysis content, smash the like button. It really does help her with the algorithm on YouTube as well as Rumble. We're still doing with the face cam. I will probably continue with the face cam from now on. Yeah. Again, guys, smash the like button. It really does help here with the algorithm on YouTube as well as Rumble. Follow us on X at Fatal Investing, or Twix at Fatal Investing. And if you would like to join us on the Discord, the link is in the description below. And it's for free. The link should not expire. So with that said, guys, let's actually get started with this video. Okay, so now let's get a little bit into the history for the past month or so. And you guys can see this right here. You'll see that there's a buy statement right there for the company Vici Properties. Guys, I did a very, very big payment. I want to say very, very big, but I did make a pretty good buy here. I bought 71 shares at around $28.14. Around $2,000. So as you guys can see right over there, $1,998.30. I will show you guys how much this company's paying me right now in dividends. I gotta say, it's really, really good. However, it's a REIT, and right now it's like I'm trying not to buy REITs due to the tax implications. However, at the end of the day, dividends are dividends, and I personally think that, you know, you should just buy based on valuation, not buy based off of anything else. Everything else is essentially just secondary. Valuation always comes first to me. But that's the main buy that I've done this month, and I will probably not make any more buys unless something crazy happens. Unless we get like a massive downturn, which I highly doubt that we will. But unless we get that, probably this will be my one and only payment for the month. Now, when it comes to dividends, let's actually change these transactions over here just so that y'all can see the total amount of dividends that we have received for this month. And if we come over here to dividends and we hit OK, and then we change the date over here to current month. Basically, it'll be on, you know, right there, as you guys can see, June 1st to the 16th. We can see all the dividends. And yeah, it's really good. Like, seriously, we got over here $501.60, guys. $501.60, and we're only halfway through June. The first one that came in was on the actually several of them came in on the 3rd. We got SJM on the 3rd coming in at $25.44. We also got AWK on the same day at $1.53. Then also on the 3rd, we got FE actually came in on the 1st, but they got paid out on the 3rd. First Energy came in at $11.48. Johnson & Johnson, guys, the company that I talked about just a few weeks ago as well, because they are very, very low. I think they're like around like 140 something. I don't know what it is as if I'm recording this video, but it should be at around like sub 150 if I'm not mistaken. Came in at $3.72. Southern Company, I took advantage of this massive dip that the utility sector had a few months ago due to NEE, and I bought Southern Company, and right now they're paying me $61.06. Amgen, I also took advantage of this when they had a pretty decent fall. They paid me $78.75. And the big one. This is the big one. This is the one that I You know, AVGO is my best company by capital gains. This one right here is my best company by dividends. Chevron Corporation, $249 in dividends. The reason is because I put around $12,000 when oil went negative in 2020. And there you guys have it. 200 bucks. Absolutely incredible. It's 200 bucks per quarter, by the way. That's insane. It's absolutely insane. So really happy to see that right there. Next we got 3M. 3M, as you guys know, they did cut their dividend. This used to be 100, but now it is $46.82. Next we got Microsoft paying me $5.25. Then Home Depot. Home Depot came in at $15.75. Pfizer, again, I understand that people don't like Pfizer. Honestly, I would buy a lot more, but there's a lot of issues right now when it comes to Pfizer. So I look at that and I'm just like, I don't really want to buy more. They paid me $5.04. And lastly, as of the 14th, or I guess Pfizer was also on the 14th, but as of the 14th, Realty Income paid me $46.27. And again, this is a monthly payment. So there you guys have it. That is all the payments so far that we have had for the month of June. It's absolutely insane. I absolutely love these months. They're just so great. March, June, September, and December. By far the best months ever. So with that, let me show everybody the overall spreadsheet when it comes to my dividend tracker. We're going to run the macro. Actually, I do want to show you guys the macro, and then we're going to take a look at the calendar as well to show everybody any upcoming ex-dividend dates, and even well, any payout dates, because there's still a decent amount of payout dates that are left for this month. So here we have the dividend spreadsheet. I really would like to have this available for all of you. However, guys, it's very difficult to set up because it's not just mine, it's also somebody else's. And by that I mean the macro that I am about to run is technically somebody else's. And unless you have that person's first, you really can't have this format that I made up. I mainly just made the format. Nonetheless, though, here you guys have it, right? This is all the companies that I do have. I basically just copy them over from manually from Charles Schwab. And if you take a look over here, we could take a look at Vici. And well, as I showed you guys, I did buy at around, $2,000 worth. And I currently hold 241 shares of Vici. And just to show everybody proof, just in case y'all don't believe me, maybe I got something wrong with it. Here you guys have it right here. Vici Properties, 241 shares at $6,772.57. I am up $45.32. And again, if we come back over here, we can see the exact same thing. All right, so there you guys have it, $6,772.57. So let's actually run the macro when it comes to this, because I don't think a lot of you have ever seen this. And again, shout out to Investing Sensei. Well, at least it used to be Investing Sensei. I'm so sorry, Antonio Invest, for making this this awesome tracker. It basically scrapes Seeking Alpha and it grabs the dividends. The way that he did it, it's a little bit weird. I made it so that it grabs it into this format. Okay, basically the way that he does it is that it grabs the I believe it grabs the annual dividends, and then I just did it so that way it comes into like the yield, and then based off of the numbers of shares, based off of that yield, it tells you the overall dividends that you're getting. So if we come over here, we hit get latest dividends. It runs the script, and this does take a little bit. It does take a little bit. As you guys can see right there, boom, everything clears. Everything clears, and now everything's getting populated. And you can tell because this right here is moving. Basically, it's going through Seeking Alpha, and it's getting all of the numbers. And you guys can see over here, this right here is the dividend yield, and this is the yield on cost, as you guys can see right over here. And it does get the latest one. So there you guys have it. Based off of the numbers of shares that you put over here and the amount invested, it then calculates the amount of dividends that you are getting per that company. It also tells you the capital gains and your overall returns. So yeah, then once the macro is finished, there you guys have it. There you guys have it. It auto populates it over here. The reason why you see this number is because I'm kind of seeing which companies I would like to buy next. And it does add it. to this overall dividends to see, okay, which companies, or based off of this amount, how much is the dividend going to increase by. But if we come over here to the next tab, this is pretty much the same thing. However, this essentially has it per month. Right, this essentially has it per month, and you guys can see right there, Vici right now, guys, is going to pay me $100.02 every single quarter, and it's on the months. It's on the months of January, April, July, and October. So it's on the off months, which is pretty good to see, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if it's just annually or if it's per quarter. It doesn't matter when it is. The most important one, of course, is the annual one. Nonetheless, though, there you guys have it. And based off of the spreadsheet, it is estimated at around $6,278.93 per year, which is really, really solid. Now, you're going to see some inconsistencies here when it comes to like this, as well as Charles Schwab. Mainly has to do with like ex-dividend dates, increases, that kind of stuff, right? This assumes that it already started, right? This assumes that, you know, next year, basically Vici is going to pay me out already this, right? Obviously, that's not the case for this year because we're already halfway through June, and Vici did not pay me $100 for January or April. That's why it's a little bit off, right? But nonetheless, though, it's still a really, really solid way to track all these dividends. And it also tells you over here, guys, when the ex-dividend date and payout dates are coming out, and if there was any increases. Now, when it comes to the increases, we can see here that there are a few increases, right? There are a few increases. We got QCOM increased their dividends. Wow, from 80 cents, they increased it 6.25%. UNH increased it 11.7%, guys. Absolutely crazy. Pepsi increased it 7.11%. We got Realty Income increased it 0.19%. And Lowe's increased it 4.5%, a little bit more than 4.5%. Now, honestly, I should come up with something that shows, hey, here are the increases. Nonetheless, though, I want to show all of you guys now the calendar, which I have rarely shown you guys. And here it is. This is the Google spreadsheet calendar. It's just a Google calendar that I have it synced up to the spreadsheet that y'all just saw. The red, it is the ex-dividend dates. The green, it is the payout dates. Now, I don't know if this is updated with the newest one. Obviously, we just ran the macro, but basically what I like to do is, I like to do this usually once a month, but I like to, once the macro is ran, I like to come all the way over here to my ex-dividend dates tab. And here are, I essentially created this. I made this specific tab over here to be synced up to the calendar. And I basically just did like an equals, right? An equals the certain cell in the other tab to link up the ex-dividend dates. Okay, so I'm gonna now click on all of the companies I have here, and I'm gonna click on that column right there, column B, right on top of me right here, column B, and I'm going to essentially just drag all of them down so that way they all go into the update. I'm gonna come to extension, and then I'm gonna go sheet 2G cal, and I'm gonna hit export sheet to calendar. And I'm going to blur out anything here like my email and that kind of stuff though. But if we come over here to export ex-dividends dates, this will now export it to the calendar. So if we just hold on a little bit here, there you guys have it. There you guys have it. It is done for the events updated. And now if we come back to the calendar, we can see that there is a lot more here, a lot more ex-dividend dates that there weren't before. For example, actually Vici right there, you guys just saw it pop up. UNH, Broadcom, right? All of these ones just popped up because we ran the macro. So yeah, that's all the updated ex-dividend dates. Now let's do it for the payout dates. So pretty much the exact same thing. We're going to just drag all of these down. And with that, guys, we can see that now there's a lot more, overall payout dates. We can see over here, UNH is actually paying out on the 25th, and they also have their ex-dividend day tomorrow. So again, if you would like to get this dividend for UNH on the 25th, you cannot buy it anymore, right? You can't buy it on the day of the ex-dividend date. You would have had to buy it basically last Friday. So that's unfortunate. Nonetheless, though, you can still buy into Vici, right? You can still buy into Vici, and Vici will pay out on the 3rd of July. So there you guys have it. There you guys have it. Nonetheless, though, guys, that's the spreadsheet with the calendar. Again, do you guys like it? Would you like me to make it available for all of you? It's very niche, right? It's very, very niche. Honestly, I don't even know how I would teach you guys to set it up. It's very, very weird. Right? It's very, very weird to set it up. But If you guys like it, we'll come up with a way to show all of you guys, right? So yeah, tell me what you guys think, and let's wrap this video up, shall we? And let's wrap this video up with Schwab's investment income. Guys, absolutely crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. This month, we still have left $448.07, guys. Absolutely insane. So we'll see what happens. I will update everything again, for the month of June. This is more of just like, what's going on right now with the month of June. As I promised that I was going to do twice per month now when it comes to dividends, since you guys like it. And Mike did say that he's going to do a lot more options content as well. He's better at it than me. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment. Really does help with the algorithm on YouTube as well as Rumble. Follow us on Twix at Fatal Investing. I will have the link right there, or the @ handle right there. Follow us on or if you would like to join us on the Discord, make sure to the link is in the description below. We actually are working a lot more to be more active on there. In fact, I may even switch all the calculators specifically to the Discord, honestly. Just so that way it's a little bit more kind of exclusive. Anybody could join. It's free, but it's a little bit more exclusive. So yeah. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out, and we'll see you all next time.